Different dream. This dream was given to me in February 4th, 2010. And this dream showed me a volcano, more or less a picture of a volcano that have gone off somewhere in the world. And I heard people say that the eruption of this particular volcano is quite odd, that they was saying that this seldom ever happened to this volcano. And as you see, this is more or less a snapshot. I believe I have seen this volcano on an internet or on TV inside my dream. Like I said, this thing was more or less a snapshot of the volcano that have gone up somewhere. As you see the lava flowing on the ground, and more lava is being ejected out of the volcano. And the background is just blanket with volcanic ash. Different dream. This dream was given to me in 2011, and this dream is about a volcano that have gone off somewhere. Different dream. The person that you see here wearing a purple shirt is me, and I stood with someone, and we both were looking at 4 buildings that appeared to merge into one building. And I believe these 4 buildings were the 4 buildings that were more or less damaged during 9/11 near the World Trade Tower. Okay, I believe this is a different drawing, but this dream was given to me in 1990. This is more or less a copy of the original drawing. This person that's holding his hands over his ears is me, and these 2 guys are my brothers, and they were gazing upon the World Trade Tower, and across from the World Trade Tower was this futuristic building, and over the World Trade Tower and the futuristic building was a spiraling cloud of some sort. And at the base of the World Trade Tower and this futuristic building was just engulfed with black smoke or dark gray clouds. This dream was horrifying. I was afraid to look upon the structures in the background. This dream more or less has something to do with the 9/11 event that would take place 10 years later after this dream. Different dream. This dream, I believe, was given to me in March 5th, 1992. And this thing also had something to do with the World Trade Tower, or this dream was more or less telling me that something bad will happen to the World Trade Tower. As you see, people are just staring up into the sky, and they were just looking at the 3 airplanes that were flying over the World Trade Tower. So the first airplane, second, and the third. Now 2 airplanes that hit the World Trade Tower, and I think a month later a 3rd plane had hit homes or crashed upon homes somewhere in Queens, New York, near John F. K. Airport. Different dream. This dream was given to me in 2009, and it's in one of my prophecies. And this dream showed me the Empire State Building collapsing in broad daylight. Different dream. This dream is about the Empire State Building, and in this dream I believe this is me jokingly trying to lift up with my bare hands the Empire State Building. different dream. This dream was given to me in June 3rd, 2010. And this dream is about the Brooklyn Clock Tower, located near downtown Brooklyn or in downtown Brooklyn, New York. Different dream. This dream was given to me in April 9th, 2010. And I was gazing upon the City Hall building located in Manhattan, New York, and I'd seen men on top of this building, and it appeared that they was doing maintenance on top of this building. And I also noticed a great deal of wind was blowing around. As you see in the distance, clouds and darkened clouds above. In this dream, I was shown simultaneously 3 structures. And in this dream, as you see on the right, this is my conception, at least from a frontal view of the Brooklyn Bridge. And in the middle is the Empire State Building. And next to it is the MTV building, located in the heart of Times Square. And this dream was given to me in December 16, 1996. In this dream, I believe the bridge was more or less telling me that someone or some type of construction worker will be killed, which actually happened after I jumped above the Brooklyn Bridge, Empire State Building, and this building. And in the middle is the Empire State Building, and in the year February 24th, 1997, I believe a man on top of the Empire State Building observation deck began to shoot at people, and I think he also killed himself with his own handgun. And this building here, I think, was telling me that MTV would relocate from, I think, from the eastern side of Manhattan to the western side of Manhattan, which is a location of this building. And I think this really is more or less telling me that the MTV studio will just move into this building, and it will draw a lot of people around this building. Different dream. This dream was about President Obama and his wife, and that they were dressed in leather, and I believe they were upon a stage, and I also believe that they were somewhere in Times Square or inside one of many Broadway shows, and they was just dressing up this way for some type of entertainment purpose. Different dream. This dream was given to me in 2003, and this dream showed me a ship or submarine that was having trouble at sea. And at the end of the dream, I'd seen people being rescued. I'd seen a helicopter rescuing the people out of the water. Different dream. This dream, I believe, was about a flood that came into Brooklyn, New York. And I had seen some people upon a rock or inside a park. And I believe in the distance is a damaged bridge. And in the background is that building that houses MTV building, located in the heart of Times Square. Different dream. This dream was given to me in April 9th, 2009. And I'm inside a person's room, and I was looking through this person's room window, and I noticed one-story homes began to collapse all together. Like they began to collapse in some type of sinkhole. And I heard many people scream. Same dream. After I took notice of homes collapsing, I was then shown a one-story brick home, and I believe this is some type of boardwalk, and I seen things or trees that looked to be palm trees, and over the palm trees was this huge tidal wave of water, this tsunami, this about to come inland. Same dream. And in this dream, the tidal wave of water crashed upon this one-story brick home. And as you see, I've seen starfishes and shells and creatures of the sea. And I believe I may have been in Florida or some other East Coast city. Same dream. After the water came upon the one-story brick home, I was then shown this scene. I was inside some type of project or public housing, and this black guy was in his pockets. I think he was trying to look for his set of keys, and before across from him, I noticed, I think, an NYPD police officer or a police officer from another state. Anyhow, this officer was dressed in dark blue clothing, or he was wearing a black police uniform. And in the background you see a third tidal wave or second tidal wave coming inland, and this thing was huge. It was taller than the building you see in the background. Same dream, and this drawing is the last dream drawing of this particular dream I am speaking about. Okay, in this dream I'm inside a public housing lobby, and the lobby was being flooded with water, and as you see, there are 3 people inside this lobby, and this short woman I picked up was telling the woman in front of her, on the count of 3, let us just open up our mouths and let the water come into our lungs and allow the water to drown us, because there was no hope in sight of them getting out of the situation. And this guy is a black person, a black man, and outside I noticed was flooded, was full of water. Okay, I think, you know, everyone in this public housing area was drowning or have been drowned. And when I woke up from this dream, I actually was coughing as if I had swallowed some water inside this dream. I was so tied into this dream when I had waking up from it.